competitor in Nunez transfer. According to recent reports, Liverpool are allegedly facing tough competition for Sporting Lisbon midfielder Matheus Nunes. It was stated that the Reds will have to compete with Wolverhampton Wanderers and Manchester City in pursuit of the Portuguese midfielder who wants to play football in the UEFA Champions League next season. Matheus Nunes had an impressive season in Portugal as he managed to deliver a top-notch performance in Sporting's midfield. The 23-year-old made 50 appearances for the Portuguese club in the previous season, scoring 4 goals and providing 5 assists in various competitions. The Portuguese playmaker made a positive impact on both sides of the pitch after averaging 1.3 tackles, 0.9 tackles, 0.6 shots, 0.7 key passes and 2.5 dribbles per 90 minutes in Liga Portugal. He was very careful even when he was holding the ball from the midfield. He played at Portugal's top level with 85% pass accuracy. Nunes is a player with a little bit of everything in the center of the midfield. The Portuguese player can try to shoot from long distance and manage to make key passes to his teammates on the offensive line. Also, Nunes turns into an unstoppable player when he gets the ball at his feet. His dribble is quite high and he can carry the ball forward despite being hit. The Reds' idea of closing that area with Matheus Nunes after Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's departure this summer is now known. Nunes is expected to add more energy and dynamism to Klopp's midfield. Liverpool currently have an aging midfielder entering the final phase of their careers with both Thiago Alcantara and Jordan Henderson. Therefore, it would be wise to switch to Nunes as Klopp will strengthen his midfield in the long run. However, in this race, he needs to be quick to eliminate his opponents. As the Jürgen Klopp dilemma was resolved at Anfield, Liverpool was shown a £8.1 million transfer deal. Liverpool faced a big warning as they lost 3-0 to Strasbourg at Anfield in the last match before the Premier League started. Jürgen Klopp's team lost 4-0 to Manchester United in the opening game of the pre-season in Bangkok. The same cannot be said for Strasbourg, because most of the players playing in this match are not from the main squad. However, to give credit to the French team, they played very good and positive football. They showed on the field that they deserved the win. There was one name that stood out in this match, which caught the eye of Julian and his recruiting team. That name was midfielder Adrien Thomasson. He changed the scoreboard in the 4th minute. The French player cleverly scored the 3rd goal of the game after James Milner lost the ball in his own half. Thomasson was fed from the right wing just inside the Liverpool penalty area and made no mistake in his finish. The French player performed very well and this impressive performance is reflected in the statistics. With this performance, he may have winked at Jürgen Klopp's team. Klopp has already said that there will actually be no more hiring by the club before the end of the window. But all that could change, given that Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain's injury was long-term. The manager had previously acknowledged that a major setback could force Liverpool to re-enter the market. It's unclear at this time how long England's international will be out of action, with Liverpool only calling it serious. It would be out of the question for Klopp to want another midfielder as a temporary solution for the next few months of the season. So could Thomasson be a good option for Liverpool? Considering that he is currently 28 years old, it may be a little late for Liverpool. Still, Thomasson's stats are remarkable and could force Klopp and Liverpool to rethink. Thomasson's statistical numbers are pretty impressive. In the 99th percentile for pressures per 90 minutes, non-penalty goals and touchdowns in the penalty area. He also performs in the 90th percentile for total shots per 90 minutes, expected assists, blocks, successful passes and shot creation actions. In short, Thomasson is a monster. He played a big part in Strasbourg's 6th finish last season. He could do a job for Liverpool in midfield, at least in the short term. His contract with the club expires in the summer of 2024, which gives Liverpool some room to maneuver in terms of negotiating a transfer fee. Liverpool could perhaps make a low-cost deal, especially given the multiple problems French football is facing at the moment. Transfermarkt values it at just £8.1 million. Do you think Thomasson will contribute to Liverpool? Firmino's successor, Marcos Leonardo. Despite Liverpool ending their summer spending a month ago, the club is still interested in midfielders and attackers. Roberto Firmino was linked to his move to Juventus, so speculation was common that FSG would be in the market for a new striker. Ahead of the Community Shield match against Manchester City, rumours ran rampant. Later, about these rumours, Firmino said that after the Manchester City win, he was happy at the club and wanted to stay. But Firmino will probably leave when his contract expires, maybe not this summer, but next year, and will have to be replaced. The name that emerged in this context is Brazilian Marcos Leonardo from Firmino's country. At just 19, Leonardo is officially scoring goals for fun in Brazilian Serie A, and it won't be long before he's caught by one of Europe's big fish, as his individual traits suit modern football. According to reports from Brazil, Liverpool made an offer for Leonardo. However, the price of the offer was not disclosed. Leonardo scored 7 goals in 17 games in the 2022 Serie A season, reaching double digits for Santos in 2021. He has scored 27 goals in the last 2 years. From an FSG perspective, a move makes a lot of sense for Leonardo. The actor is still very young and open to development. Leonardo's transfer makes sense, given the prospect of seeing the final year of Firmino's deal at Anfield. However, FSG also states in its talks that the agreement for this transfer may be for 2023. In other words, while Firmino is spending his last year in the team, he will continue in his team where he found time with Leonardo and will replace Firmino in 2023. It seems to be a very understandable and logical transfer move. This will not be the first time FSG has made such early deals. Liverpool signs talented midfielder ahead of the start of Premier League season. Liverpool awarded talented midfielder Tommy Pilling his first professional contract. Among the senior roster, questions remain over whether Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Naby Keita's futures at Anfield will be extended. The pre-season performances of the former Leipzig star show that he is more than ready to tackle what could be a win or a break in this regard.